I'm just going to walk through a really brief a day in the life. And so when Jamie and I were thinking about what's the best way for us to actually show you this example, we put together a day in the life of a corporate comms leader or someone on the communication team that is having to put together a town hall event. And the first thing you're going to do is create those comms in Teams with your CEO. So you're going to work with your team to create the communication, whether it be in Word or Microsoft PowerPoint. You're then going to upload those into your Teams folder. And then that way you can share a living copy so it doesn't live on your desktop, because we know that's the worst. And then after that, you're going to create an event in Workplace. And so this could be a town hall series to make sure that people know when to join, where to join, and how they can actually receive that information. Once that is done, we're then going to prep for the CEO town hall meeting with teams. And so we collaborate. This is the productivity part of it, where we all get together and we say, how are we going to make this happen? How are we going to do this? What's our agenda? Is there anything that we want to do? We'll collaborate on the PowerPoint together. Then the next thing is that the day of the event or leading up to the event, you want to make sure that you have the right communication. So you're going to lean into tools. You're going to lean into the tool like Workplace around, you can use Draft for, maybe you have some leaders that are a little bit worried with Workplace or don't know how to use it. You can help them with those comms. Or you can also start to create polls. And so the polls can kind of gauge excitement around the town hall, any questions that people want answered. We start to see that engagement is really important when we're starting to think about the different ways in which we want the success of these events to happen. And so making sure that we have tools like Workplace to measure that impact, but really create that two-way dialogue so that your comms doesn't feel like a constant reminder, but that it really does provoke thought and question, so that when the event does come up, and we do stream it live, and you can stream it live within Workplace or through the virtual manager of Teams, you're starting to get those responses and you're able to like and emote, and not now it becomes a true conversation. And it feels as though your town hall isn't just somebody, just that one-way conversation. It feels like it's that two-way. You're pushing and pulling. You're starting to get that culture is really coming forward. And that's what we typically like to see. And then if we go back to at the beginning of the deck, we were talking around the fact that how do you measure this impact? And so today you are able to do workplace analytics right within Workplace, but we also are able to do this with Power BI. So if you are a Office 365 customer that really uses the whole tech stack, and today your leaders consume their reporting via Power BI analytics, we've worked with a number of organizations to show them that this is how their campaign did. And what this allows you to do is, instead of you having to maybe take the analytics, screenshot it, or pull it out into Excel and then give your leaders and what the impact of that town hall was, they can actually see it in live and through this campaign with Power BI, and see it in a way that meets them at a place that's of familiarity. So this is a day in the life and how we see the two tools being used together. You can do it in different ways as well, but typically it's really around, as Jamie mentioned, you can't garden with just a shovel, making sure that you know when to use which tools and why.